I'm Eugene Morse of the Brotherhood of Gaming, and this is my review of Mortal Kombat X. Mortal Kombat X takes place 20 years after the events of Mortal Kombat 9. Shao Kahn is no more, but so are most of Earthrealm's defenders. With both Outworld and Earthrealm in a weakened state, the NetherRealm, led by Shinnok, invades them. It is now up to a new generation of combatants to take him down. They are Takada, Kung Jin, Jackie Briggs, and Cassandra Cage, the daughter of Johnny Cage and Sonya Blade. Speaking of which, they also return from this adventure, including Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Raiden, among others. NetherRealm Studios has always put a great deal of effort into their storytelling, which can't be said for some other fighting games. The story here is not as long as the last games, but it's still well told, engaging, and fun to play through. They definitely go in some bold directions here with some of their characters, and I have to give them credit for that. The story, as usual, is divided up into chapters, where you play as different characters. I appreciate this way of doing it, because it allows us as the players to spend time with fighters we wouldn't normally pick. However, during the story, you will run into quite a few QTE moments. Admittedly, I'm not really a fan of these. It's not a big deal, more of a nitpick, really, but I could have done without them. Overall, I found the story to be a real strength of the game. In the graphics department, all the characters look more realistic and lifelike than they've ever been portrayed before, which is what I expected. The over-exaggerated look they had in the previous game may have worked there, but advancement was needed. All in all, I found this to be a really nice game to look at, even with the blood spurting all over the place. Now for the fighting itself. MK has never been as fast with its brawling as other fighters, like for example Marvel vs. Capcom. But what it lacks in speed, it makes up for with pure ferocity. There's just a real heavy animalistic-like feel to the combat. You can hear the blows when they land. You face off in one-on-one showdowns. You have 4 primary attack buttons, 2 punches and 2 kicks. You can do variations with them, which include sweeps, overheads, and uppercuts. You can also chain them together to make combat attacks or knock them into the air to do combat juggles. Depending on your own personal point of view, this is either a good thing or a bad thing. Some people like the juggles while others don't. And of course you have blocks, throws, and the entire standard fare when it comes to the series. What I have found out personally is that the fighting in MK is really not about timing, it's just inputting the correct sequence. It threw me off at first, but the more I played, the more I got used to it, and enjoyed it. Each character has their own specific moveset in order to do their specials. Also making a return are the brutal X-ray moves. Again, each character only has one, so these might get old and tiresome for some, but I never really had a problem with it. I don't know, I guess I just have a sick joy of watching bones shatter. And then they get right back up like, is that all you got? Each character comes with their own fatalities. You start off with one, but you can unlock more when you go through the crypt. You amass coins when you play the game, and you can spend them here to get more fatalities, brutalities, as well as other goodies. Just watch out for the jump scares. Each character also has 3 different variations, meaning you can choose what type of style you want to fight in, and get access to specific moves that come with them. Lest I forget, the stages themselves. They're awesome! Each stage has its own interactive sections, where you can leap off or throw objects at your opponent, like a little old lady that happens to be walking by! For the most part, I enjoyed the roster in this game. I felt it was a nice mixture of old and new faces, and they're all special in their own way, or as Johnny would say,
You're beautiful and unique snowflakes.
But some do have the infamous teleports and other moves that can cause headaches. It comes with the territory, but I have to confess, I found Ermac to be supremely annoying. So when it comes to the battles, there is nothing here that will make people who don't like MK want to come and play this. But if you are a fan, it's right down your alley. Offline, you can of course play through the story. You can also have a single one-on-one fight with the AI, fight against the AI with different handicaps, or challenge the towers where you face against a number of opponents and different types of challenges. And if you have a friend, you can engage in local one-on-one combat. In the online mode is where things really get interesting. When you start the game, you choose which faction to align yourself with. Everything you do in the game contributes to your faction's overall standing, where you can unlock rewards like more fatalities and compete in random invasion events, where multiple factions will team up against a common enemy. I'm Special Forces, by the way. You can send and receive fight requests, face off randomly against selected foes, join a team battle, tower battles, or do a King of the Hill match. Here, a group of opponents will face off one at a time. When you win consecutive battles, you become the King of the Hill, and you stay there until someone beats you and you drop back down to the bunch. When you're not in an actual battle, you can watch the fight in progress while you're waiting your turn, which is a nice feature. Now, unfortunately from my end, I found the netcode online to be only so-so. There were some spots of lag. In fact, it tripped me up in some battles. So if you're facing someone without a great connection, you'll probably run into this issue. Again, I cannot speak for everyone, I can only tell you what I experienced personally. Now, before I finish this up, there is one more issue I need to address. Once again, this is just my opinion, so take it for what it's worth. Mortal Kombat X does have DLC, and it's not the good kind. Nope, it's the you have to pay extra to unlock things that are already on the disc kind. When you go to the store, you can pay real money to unlock easy fatalities. This feature reduces the fatalities to basically a couple of buttons. Now, to some hardcore MK fans, this is blasphemy. I personally can see why this function was added, as some may just want to do them in a more easy manner. But from my own personal point of view though, I found the actual way to do them in the game not all that hard, especially when you consider the fact that the game's tutorial mode features a section devoted entirely to performing the fatalities, where to stand, what combination to execute, and so forth. I like the practicing and learning how to do them proper because, well, it's kind of a weird joy when you execute them in battle and finish off your opponent brutally. The fact that they are there doesn't bother me. The fact that they're hidden behind a paywall does. To me, microtransactions have no place in console games, especially AAA titles. I know these games are not cheap to make, but when you buy them new, it's over $60 a pop. In fact, when I bought this game, I was immediately asked, "Hey, you want to buy the combat pack? It's only $30. Sorry, but most of us aren't made of money, and personally I feel that I've spent enough on this game. It's unfortunate too, because Mortal Kombat X is very good, but these business transactions made by these companies really put a damper on people's attitudes towards them. Now, I don't know if you can unlock them without paying for them, just by playing through the game enough, I'm not sure. If you can, please let me know in the comments. Controversy aside, I give Mortal Kombat X an 8.5 out of 10. Despite some issues online, this is a really nice addition to the MK legacy. I had fun, and if you like Mortal Kombat, hopefully you will too.
Finish her! Cassie wins. Fatality.
Feel free to rate, comment, and subscribe. And if you like what you see from the Brotherhood of Gaming, feel free to donate to our Patreon. Thank you very much for joining me. And as always, remember to keep on... What are you doing in my studio? Are you doing a major review without me? Ah! What? He's gone! Oh, there you are.